Welcome to History Break. Today, we're exploring a sobering chapter in human history as we count down the top 10 civilizations that owned slaves. Understanding these dark periods is crucial for acknowledging our past and striving for a better future. Starting at number 10, we have ancient Egypt. Known for their monumental pyramids, much of this grandeur was built by slaves, often prisoners of war. Ancient Egypt had around 2 to 3 million slaves over its long history. At number 9, we have the British Empire. The British were major players in the transatlantic slave trade, transporting Africans to their colonies in the Caribbean and North America. Over the course of the trade, the British are estimated to have transported around 3.1 million African slaves. Number 8 on our list is the United States. Slavery in the U.S. involved African slaves working on southern plantations, producing cotton and tobacco. By the Civil War, there were about 4 million slaves in the United States. At number 7, we find ancient Greece. The ancient Greeks were known for their contributions to philosophy, art, and science. However, they also had a complex system of slavery integral to their society. Slaves in ancient Greece served in various roles, from household servants to laborers in mines and fields. Estimates suggest the total Greek slave population could have reached up to 4 million throughout its history. Number 6 is Spain. Spain's colonial empire relied on slave labor in the Americas, especially in agriculture and mining. Around 4 million slaves were transported to Spanish colonies. Coming in at number 5 is Brazil. During the transatlantic slave trade, millions of African slaves were brought to Brazil to work on sugar and coffee plantations. It's estimated that about 4.9 million slaves were imported to Brazil, the highest number of any country in the Americas during that period. At number 4, we have the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans enslaved people from Europe, Africa, and Asia, using them for domestic work, military service, and labor. Around 5 million people were enslaved over the empire's history. Number 3 goes to Portugal. Pioneers in the Atlantic slave trade, the Portuguese used African slaves extensively in their colonies, especially in Brazil. Estimates suggest that the Portuguese transported around 5.8 million African slaves across the Atlantic Ocean. At number 2, we have ancient Rome. Roman society was heavily reliant on slaves who worked in agriculture, households, and even as gladiators. Over its centuries of dominance, Rome is estimated to have had around 10 to 12 million slaves. And finally, at number 1, the Arab Caliphates. For centuries, they conducted extensive slave trade networks, capturing people from Africa, Europe, and Asia for various roles including domestic service, labor, and military. It's estimated that around 10 to 15 million people were enslaved in the Arab world over the centuries. These 10 civilizations highlight the tragic history of slavery. It's a stark reminder of humanity's darker chapters. Thanks for watching History Break. Please like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's learn from the past and build a better future.